Yes, students, any placement is there? Placement idya? Which class you had last hour? Fourth hour? Fourth hour, ಯಾವ class ಇತ್ತು?
Machine learning.
Okay. Yes, students, in last class, few of the students, they were asking about, they have a doubt, they want me to repeat the case study, they want me to repeat the innovative question. Yes? Yes, is my screen is visible, students? Do we have any other programming languages? Yes, we have C, we have C++. I mean, sorry. We have C, we have COBOL, we have COBOL, etc. So these, in addition to these programming language, we have a OOPS concept, that is, it is a object-oriented programming language. The OOPS programming languages are C++, Java, C hash, J hash. These are all the object-oriented programming language. In object-oriented programming language, we have constructor. The first thing is we have class, we have class, we have class, we have inheritance, we have inheritance, we have polymorphism, we have interface, we have abstract class. So all these are the features of object oriented programming language. Correct now, students? Yes, all these are all object oriented programming. All these are features of OOPS concept. So I may ask you, take an hospital, take hospital as an example, take hospital management as an example, and implement inheritance concept. Implement inheritance concept. Is what is inheritance, students? What is inheritance? Inheritance anta andre enu? In inheritance, the property of the base class is inherited by the child class, or the property of a parent class is inherited by the child class, or the property of a base class is inherited by the derived class. So you can make a class of hospital, and you can inherit the properties of this class. Yes, ask you, I can ask you, demonstrate the reusability of the code, using OOPS concept. The same hospital exam, I can take a same scenario. Assume we are doing a application for hospital management. Demonstrate the reusability of the code using OOPS concept. Demonstrate or show the reusability of the code using OOPS concept. So you have to show the reusability of the code using OOPS concept. Like this, I may ask you innovative question, or I can also ask you, in a hospital management application, or in a hospital management project, explain or justify the usage of abstract class, or how the abstract class. So each students will implement in a different way. Each students will implement in a different way. One student may implement in a, in hospital we have transport facility. In hospital we have food facility. In hospital we have medicine facility. So with respect to all these subsection, I may ask you to show the implementation of abstract class, or I may ask you to show the implementation of reusability of the code in OOPS concept. Reusability of the code in OOPS concept. And one more thing, students, for this case study question, the material I'll share in the GCR. I'll share in the GCR, so you can go through the case study question. So like this, I may ask.
Innovative, ma'am.
Yes, Amit, you said something.
Nothing, ma'am.
Okay. Mine is 4 GB laptop. If I open Visual Studio, no, my laptop will become very much slow. I am not able to open any tab. My screen is not visible, no, students. Is it visible?
No, ma'am.
No.
You want me to do revision? Revision
Discuss the case study questions and innovative, ma'am. Ma'am, case study questions and innovative, ma'am, discussed.
I told no. I just know I told no at that time I may ask you any other question. I took hospital management as an example. So there I may ask. I just told you you have to demonstrate on reusability, or you have to demonstrate on inheritance or abstraction. So I may ask you such types of questions. Case study means the material you will be having, and you go through the case study. So again, the case study is on your syllabus only. It may be encapsulation, or it may be a inheritance, polymorphism, based on that only. Like how I asked in the last test. Yes, students? Any doubt in case study and innovative? Okay. Any doubt? You want me to do revision, students? Respond. Okay. Yes, students, for your syllabus, you have, I told no, in the last week, whatever the syllabus I covered, that will be there for your syllabus, for your test for T2. So you have delegate. What is delegate? Delegate is a special type of object that contains a detail of a method rather than the data. So rather than the data, the delegate is containing the details of a method, or in other words, we can say delegate is a reference of a method. Delegate is a reference of a method, or delegate is a address of a method. And delegate, we have few steps to create a delegate, that is declaring delegate, defining delegate method, creating delegate object, invoking delegate object. The first one is declaring delegate. The syntax is access modifier Access modifier. Which are the access modifiers we have, students? Which are the access modifiers we have? Respond.
Public, private, protected.
Public, private, protected, internal. Yes, the access modifier, delegate keyword, return type, delegate name, and the parameter list. This is the syntax to declare a delegate. According to the syntax, here I have declared word delegate, public, delegate, int, my delegate, and the parameter list. So this is a delegate method. This is a delegate method, and this here we are creating an object for a delegate. The syntax to create an object for a delegate is the same. The syntax is same as how we created an object for a class. Delegate name, object name is equal to new delegate name and the expression, and invoking a delegate. So delegate object and the argument list, and we can also use a multicast delegate. Event, the general meaning of event is some action we do, some action, whatever the action we are doing, that is also known as a event. If I just see here, if I click on the keyboard and it will go to the next slide, it will go to the next slide. This going to the next slide is also a going to the next slide is also what? It is also some event, no? It is also some event. So here we have a syntax for event, access modifier, event type, and event name. Here I have given using operator overloading. Using operator overloading, we append the delegate and event. What is delegate? Delegate holds the address of a method. So suppose if I'm submitting some information, so submit button. If I take a button, within that button function, only we write the code now. Yes, if you remember, within that function, within that button function only we write a code. So that button is nothing but a event handler. That button is nothing but a event handler. Here we are using this operator overloading, this addition symbol. Using this addition, we are appending the event and the delegate, and again we are detaching here with a minus symbol. We are detaching delegate and event. And next we have a exception handling. Exception handling, when we use when this exception handling comes into picture, when the error occurs, when the problem occurs during the runtime, then this exception handling will come into picture. And the exception handling has 4 keywords: try, catch, finally, and throw. And we have control statements. Control statements are if else, nested if, switch. These are all the control statements. And we have a looping statement. The looping statements are while, do while, and for are the looping statements. And the very important concept here we have for each. For each, the syntax of for loop is for, within the bracket, initialization, condition, increment or decrement. Whereas in the case of for each, here we are not giving any condition. In the for loop, in the for each, whatever how many variables are there, so all the variables we are going to use. So here in for each we don't have any condition. The syntax is for each, data type variable in, collection variable. This is the syntax. And under ADO.NET, this ADO.NET is a data access and manipulation protocol used by C#, and it is very important that it is a disconnected architecture. Yes, students, from last 2-3 classes and from last lab, we are doing a part B program. In part B program, whenever I want to execute any query, it may be insert query, it may be select query, or it may be any other query. First, I'm opening a connection. Once I type the execute a connection, then I'm closing a connection. So here, in case of this the reason why we call this as a disconnected architecture. Disconnected architecture. And ADO.NET provides a set of components to create a distributed application. And this ADO.NET found in system.data.dll. DLL stands for Dynamic Link Library. And in ADO.NET, we have some of the objects, that is connection object, data adapter object, dataset object, and data table object. So this is the architecture of ADO.NET. Yes, students, if you observe this architecture, the architecture of ADO.NET is separated in two parts. That is common object and that data set and the data provider. Data set and data provider. And the data objects, the data the object of a data provider are connection, command, data reader, and data adapter. Data provider in ADO.NET are SQL Server, OLEDB, ODBC, Oracle. And the components of data sets, data table, data view, data column, data row, and data relation. And coming to this connection string, the syntax of connection string is connection string is equal to data source is equal to source server name, initial catalog is equal to database name, user ID, username, and password. In last class, I shown you if you want to give a security to your program, if you want to provide any security to the program, you can also give a security using this ID and password. And this is one example of this is a example of connection string. This is an example of a connection string. Next, creating a object, creating a command object. See here, this is a command. This is a command which we are using to execute a query, that is SQL data adapter. And for SQL data adapter, SDA is a object. It's a command object. So through this command object only we execute the query. And we have a data adapter. Data adapter is an interface between dataset and database itself. And we have a few types of data adapter: OLEDB, ODBC, SQL, Oracle data adapters we have. So till here you have for your test. If you out of this in this syllabus, a student, if you have any doubt, you can ask. Any doubt? Any doubt, students? Still anybody have doubt?
No, ma'am. Wind up.
No doubt. Okay. Then shall I begin with part B program? Then shall I continue?
No, ma'am.
Syllabus? Shall I continue my regular class? Yes.
No, ma'am.
Why no?
Because, ma'am, tomorrow exam na.
Tomorrow you have test, but we cannot stop also. No, in between at least another 10 minutes I'll explain and then I'll stop.
Okay.
It's 2:10. At least let me take class till
Attendance, ma'am.
2:20. Yes, students. I come back to our regular class, regular syllabus. So we were learning about designing of a form. Yes, here we have learned how to design a form, how to take a label from toolbox, how to take text box from toolbox, and how to add an image, to the form, and how to take a data grid view. And what students tell me, what is data grid view? What is the purpose of data grid view?
Display the
Yes.
all details.
Yes, to display the content. To display the content, we use a data grid view. So here, when I enter some information, when I here in this form, what These students, I think due to network issue, connection got lost. Yes, students. Next is daytime time pickers. Time picker. In some application, in some application, or I'll take this example only. Here I have taken event, and assume that here you want to select the date and time of the event. You want to select the date and time of the event in Visual Studio. That option is also available. Go to Toolbox, click on Date and Time Picker. Click on Date and Time Picker. So here you have the option. You can just drag and drop to your. You just drag and drop to the form, so that date and time picker will be displayed on the form. And you can also include a month in some registration forms. If they ask the if the option is date of birth, if the option is month and year, you can select the date or date of joining, date of registration, date of birth, any date. If you want to mention in the registration form, you can use a calendar option from the toolbox. In toolbox, everything is available, students. Yes, date and time, month calendar option is there. You just drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. The month option will come. Only 32 students are there. I thought of explaining the next query of part B program. In first program, only first and second query we have only first query we have executed, no? Designing and first query only we have done. I thought of explaining now second query, but only 33 students are there. So that I'll do it in the next class after your internals. After your internals, I'll explain that. I'll give that code. Okay, I'll stop here. I'll take the attendance, students. After the attendance, you can study for the test. And if anybody have doubt, students? Delegate, multicast delegate, abstract class, abstraction, inheritance, interface. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, you can ask. No doubt? ಏನು ಡೌಟೇ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Then you know everything. Then shall I ask the questions? Shall I ask the questions, students? Aditya? Aditya? Ajay?
Yes, ma'am.
Amit?
Yes, ma'am.
Antima?
Ma'am Amit.
I called, no? Amit?
Yes, ma'am.
Antima? Antima? ಆದಿತ್ಯ ಇವಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ಯಾ? ಆಬ್ಸೆಂಟ್. ಅಪೂರ್ವ? ಅಶ್ವಿನಿ? ಬಿಂದು?
Yes, ma'am.
ದಿವ್ಯೇಶ್? ದಿವ್ಯೇಶ್? ಗೌರೀಶ್?
Yes, ma'am.
ಗೌತಮಿ?
Present, ma'am.
ಗುಣಶೇಖರ್?
Present, ma'am.
ಹರಿಣಿ?
Present, ma'am.
ಸೂರ್ಯ? ಸೂರ್ಯ? ನಯನ? ನಜ್ಮಾ?
Present, ma'am.
ನಿಧಿ? ಪ್ರದೀಪ್? ಪ್ರದೀಪ್? ಪ್ರೀತಿ?
Present, ma'am.
ರಾಜೇಶ್? Students, after your attendance, don't leave the meeting. I want to give some instructions. Don't leave the meeting. Sahadev?
Present, ma'am.
Saket?
Present, ma'am.
Santosh? Santosh? Seema?
Yes, ma'am.
Sinchana? Spurti? Spurti? Shashank?
Present, ma'am.
Varsha? Yashashwini?
Present, ma'am.
Amruta?
Present, ma'am.
Anusha?
Present, ma'am.
Apurva K?
Present, ma'am.
Siddharth? Siddharth? Chetana?
Present, ma'am.
Kavya? Kavya? Absent. Madhushri?
Present, ma'am.
Manish?
Present, ma'am.
Sarfaraz?
Present, ma'am.
Sarfaraz, I saw you. You joined very late. Why? And
No,
I
no,
told
no,
not to
no,
leave the
no,
meeting,
no.
and already Manish has left the meeting. Don't leave the
No,
meeting.
ma'am.
I want to give some instructions.
No,
Murgesh?
ma'am, I'm here from before only.
Murgesh?
Present, ma'am.
Muthumani?
Present, ma'am.
Paresh?
Present, ma'am.
Pooja?
Present, ma'am.
Prashant? Prashant, absent. Pratibha?
Present, ma'am.
Pratik?
Present, ma'am.
Sadhana? Sadhana? Shashank? Shraddha?
Present, ma'am.
Sridhar?
Present, ma'am.
Tanuj?
Present, ma'am.
Tejaswini?
Present, ma'am.
Umehani?
Present, ma'am.
Ashish?
Present, ma'am.
Ashish. Okay. Vidya?
Present, ma'am.
Vishal?
Present, ma'am.
Yes, students, tomorrow you have test, no? You have second internals, and first is my subject only. So you have 10 minutes buffer time, and this time strictly we are following the timings. Only 10 minutes buffer time we give. Yes, in GCR, if you are delayed by 1 second also, it will show late submission. If you are not submitting on time, then I don't submit it on time. Why you want to go to the worst case? Again, they may withhold your result. They may not show your marks, or they may ask us to reduce the marks. Why you want all that? So submit it on time. And when you scan your document, when you scan your answer sheet, please scan it properly. We have to rotate our laptop, or we have to rotate by ourselves only, and we have to check your answer. Please don't do that. Scan it clearly. Scan it clearly, because we have to check 54 students' answer sheets. So it is very difficult for us to, if you are not scanning properly, then it is difficult for us. So that's why scan clearly, and one page, one angle, the other page, another angle. Don't do like that. All the pages you scan properly, and make a PDF, and don't send any, don't take photo, and don't put it in a RAR file, and don't send like that. It should be PDF file only. It should be PDF file only. If you are not sending PDF file, then I'm not going to consider that. And it should be clear. Okay, students. Any no doubt? No. Yes, students. Strictly adhere to the timings. 9:30 to 11 o'clock your test timing. No, you know the test timing. Surprisingly, we are not conducting any tests. So go in the network place. Take anyway you are writing a test in a blue book only. The last for first test, what blue book you have used, in same blue book only you have to write for the second test also. You know the timing. To only during the once you get a question paper, once you download the question paper, once you take a question paper in GCR, try to finish early, try to write it fast, and within the time you upload. Then don't say I was having network issue. No, this time we are not going to listen all those reasons. Yes, you have to follow the timings. Okay, students, I'll stop here. All the best for your second test. Do well, and don't submit late. Scan it properly, scan the document properly, and submit. Okay. All the best, students. See you after the test.